Okay, if you did not think that the music industry was demonic, if they were hypnotizing people, all that, you will after this. You will. We constantly say that, and people say, you're crazy. They're not hypnotizing people and using demons and stuff, and the rap music, the hip-hop music, and other types of music. Yes, they are. Now, this is guy from 3 6 Mafia, which was very, very popular back in the day when I was younger, and he goes into saying that he was being used by Satan to hypnotize people, to bring forth this agenda. I mean, 3 6 Mafia, that's 666 Mafia is the name of their hip hop group. So I'm just gonna let you hear this. This is viewer discretion advised. There's cursing in this, so not for children. But I just want to show you how raw and real this is, just to warn people the power of music and how demonic the music industry really is. Listen to what he's saying, and I'll break this down as we go. This is a reaction video, by the way, so I'm gonna talk and pause it. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you.
Let's say brought the city together. Yes, I was deeply, I don't know about nobody else, but I can tell you we know we was doing with 666. Hey, we exactly knew what it meant.
So he said, we knew what we were doing, because they're asking him about 666, the 666 Mafia, 3 6 Mafia. Like, did you know 666, what it meant was demonic? He said, we knew what we were doing, absolutely. And he talks about earlier in the interview how he hated God. He saw people getting shot, different things, so he hated God. And he knew what they were doing and how demonic it was.
So shit,
Just
you know,
gets
I
worse.
kind of didn't want to get into all that, no matter what I blame God for doing, you know. I hated God for what he did, but as it came to the 666, I don't think I hate him that much, but I did it because it was money. And so, you know, you could, I even had the satanic books, the little warlock materials, you know.
So this is one of the most popular at the time hip-hop artists, this group, 3 6 Mafia. They were in tons of movies. I mean, Wikipedia them. They have a long list of awards, 50 million or 30 million albums sold, something crazy. And he says, yeah, I had satanic Bible, I had witchcraft items, books, all of that. Guys, this stuff is happening. The music you listen to matters.
Every warlock got to have a dagger, cut the little point stars, whatever, little candles and shit. I had all that. I was into all that. So, because something about the other Bible didn't work out. So I can tell you this, we did, folks at 666, some folks were scared of it and left, put it like that. But me, I meant what I was saying. I definitely meant it. I said, so God, you're gonna play like that, huh? Well, I got you. I'm gonna make black folks comfortable with 666.
I'm gonna make black folks comfortable with 666. So he's outright saying it. And that was many years after his success, and he's passed away at this point. But just think about how crazy that is. He's revealing that during this time, and during this time when the 3 6 Mafia was popular, there was they called it the satanic panic, where people were panicking and everyone was saying, oh no, it's not real, it's not a big deal, the demonic stuff isn't real, the seances, the rituals, the 666. Here he is, he's one of the guys in the group saying, no, it is real, it was real. I wasn't. And later he's going to admit that Satan was using him. You don't think music matters? Come on now.
Back then, black folks was like scared of this shit. You know, they wasn't too much on it. It's basically rock and roll. You know, they said 666, they go, ah. Then they start listening to it and go to church. So
he's saying, listen, back then, rock and roll was all about 666. But he said black folks were scared of it, but he's like, I'm normalizing it. So they're listening to his music about 666 and the devil and then going to church.
They said, ask a lot of y'all worship the devil. They say they Christians, but they bumping 666, you get what I'm saying? So my job was out of anger to make black people get comfortable with their name. And I was very intelligent with it because I read a lot about it. You know?
I don't think you guys realize what he's saying here. He's like, they weren't comfortable with 666, but I was going to make them comfortable with 666. Isn't that crazy how the devil used him to do that? 666 is the number of the beast, the Bible says. And the devil goes, and he's admitting it. He's like, I was used to make 666 normal. And he's like, these people would play my music and then go to church.
So I read a lot of books. I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Baptist, I'm not an atheist, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not a Catholic, I don't believe in Jews. I don't believe in a lot of this bullshit that they make up. It's all to maintain order. Now, I can't talk against religion because without religion, which is what they use to maintain order, if that happened, it'd be a lot of chaos. You get what I'm saying? But I read a lot and I put all that into the music and the energy. You get what I'm saying? Cause how you get Satan's name going, you get the kids to liking it.
How you get Satan's name going is get the kids to like it. If this isn't the most revealing interview I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Now today, see, I think we was one of the first people to break it like that. You would think Triple Six would have been a rock and roll band. So I think I was used by Satan, and I think he's a bitch. I don't fear him. I don't buy Triple Six.
Let me play that back one more time so you could hear what he said word for word. Listen to this.
It would have been a rock and roll band. So I think I was used by Satan, and I think he's a bitch.
I was used by Satan.
I don't fear him. I don't even believe in that motherfucker no more. But just to get black people, you know, once you get the black people, which are the riders of the Bible, they carry the Bible on their back like Jesus, Yahshua, whatever his name is, toted the cross, you know what I'm saying, the crux or whatever. But anyway, we got those, we got people comfortable with his name, and we made sure we made songs, one
of their album covers.
Violent. Very violent. We made songs very violent. Everything was violent. Sometimes we used to try to come up with stuff to hypnotize people, like repeated of 666, back-to-back 666. Where I got a bass line, you shaking your head, you high. You hear these crazy ass samples that we getting off movies and shit. Oh, rock and roll albums that you probably would not even pick up and buy. You know what I'm saying? Like Portishead, Autumn Noise, Metallica and all that. That's what I brought in the group. The diversity of like, hey, why don't we just put some of this rock shit over a hard ass with the white and black folks.
Okay, and admits it there. We were trying to hypnotize people. We were doing songs, saying certain things to hypnotize people. This is the guy, one of the guys in the group, big time, selling millions of albums. This is what he's admitted so far. I was used for the black community to get them to normalize Satan's name. He's a witch is 666. Satan used me to do that, to make it normal. They were bump my music and go to church. And then he says, and I was also hypnotizing people. I was putting in the same word over and over and over again to hypnotize people. Meanwhile, the media and people are saying, oh, don't be dramatic. It's not demonic. You know, don't panic about it. And he's like, no, it was. And this is the same thing we're saying today about the music. Guys, if you don't think music has power to hypnotize you, if you don't think music has power to influence you and change your emotions, change your desires, change your feelings, change your wants and your dreams and all that, it does. Satan has musical instruments in his body according to the Bible. What do you think he's going to use on the earth after getting cast out of heaven? He's going to use music. So wake up. Let this be a wake-up call to say, man, people in the industry are saying this. And a lot of you guys know this. You're just in denial and want to still listen to the music you want to listen to. But I'm telling you right now, you know, Taylor Swift says, I'm a witch, posts it on her Twitter. Then I make a video saying Taylor Swift admits to being a witch and everyone calls me crazy. Isaiah, don't say she's a witch. She said it.
And I tried it and I won. I did it with the song Ancient Mutilations. I had Lord Infamous chorus on the chorus with the Metallica song. You know what I'm saying? And break it down, 666, repeated back to back, anything Trip Constant said is hypnotized, and people liked it.
Because I was hypnotizing people. I don't like that music.
I hate it. I have no sympathy, no care to know who you is, what you are. Then you gotta understand my situation. I was a runaway. I was supposed to be in custody, but I shot. But if I did, I never.
Okay, I'm gonna get copyright for all this. It's an hour-long documentary. If you want to see this, it's full-length. Koopsta, Nika, New World Order documentary. But I don't want to go into the whole thing because I don't want to hear that music. That's why I'm changing it. Because you just said, you know, this is the song that we were using to hypnotize people, and then it's playing and we're listening to it. I don't want to hear that. So I'm going to turn it off. My point is, guys, I've never seen a blatant admission of someone saying we're using witchcraft to hypnotize and to manipulate people and to control. And he said, Satan was using me. How many artists right now is Satan using? How many secular artists, top Billboard? Let's go back again to my illustration of Taylor Swift saying she's a witch and she does witchcraft. She's the highest grossing artist, I believe, of all time. I know she was the first one to make $1 billion on a tour. She is selling hundreds of millions of songs, albums, streams to young kids, young girls being hypnotized by her music. I'm telling y'all, Wake up. This stuff is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Type that in the chat. Everything is spiritual. The music you listen to, the movies you watch, the eye gates, the ear gates. Be vigilant with what's coming in your house. I don't listen to any secular music because it's an open door. Look at that. He said we were hypnotizing people. We were making 666 normal. So to me, that was telling. I wanted to show you guys that interview because that's eye-opening. That's a wake-up call. And I've never heard someone say, yeah, we were using music to hypnotize people. And yeah, we were making 666 normal. And yeah, we were being used by the devil. Blatant, guys, as it gets. Let me know what you think down below. Man, the music industry is crazy. It's crazy. Let me know what you think down below. We're live Monday, teaching the Bible verse by verse, and Tuesday, I have long stream videos, long form content in the live tab, thousands of hours of teaching on the Bible on the channel. Go hit the live tab. Go check it out. We're about to hit 200 million views, which is crazy. All glory to God. It's all for his glory and his name. Pray about becoming a monthly partner down below on my website, and you'll get a bunch of perks and stuff like that. Love and appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.